Yo, what's going on guys, it's Scott here, and today we're going to look at the Lakers rotation with Dwight Howard. With the addition of Dwight Howard and also DeMarcus Cousins' potential exit due to injury, the Lakers rotation likely won't be as complex. With Cousins, there could have been a case to try and match up his minutes with Anthony Davis, because the two of them played so well together, but now with Dwight it really doesn't matter if it's him or JaVale on the floor. For this rotation, the main things I prioritized were first to stagger LeBron and Rondo completely, which has to be a focus given that both of them are ball dominant and do not work well off of each other. Then the next priority was to have a primary scoring option on the floor at all times. This one wasn't too difficult because I have Kuzma coming off the bench. Usually when you try to keep a balanced rotation, it would start by staggering the two stars of the team, which in this case are LeBron and AD, but because this is their first time playing a season together, I tried to match up their time on the floor. The Lakers' success will heavily depend on them playing well together, so in this case it's important that they have their minutes matched up. To account for this, the second unit needs to remain pretty stable, which is why I didn't really mix and match the lineups. The second unit, as well as the starting and closing lineups, have a good mix of shooting, defending, playmaking, and scoring, which is part of why there's not a lot of lineup changes. A lineup of Rondo, Caruso, KCP, Kuzma, and JaVale has plenty of that for a second unit, and should hold it down fine before LeBron and AD get back in. Then the starting lineup has plenty of all those categories and shouldn't have many issues with it. The reasons I went with Bradley and Dwight as starters instead of Kuzma and JaVale or KCP and JaVale is, for one, I think LeBron will need someone to guard the point guard spot for him, and Bradley is better at that than KCP while being a similar level shooter. Same situation with Kuzma, he might be the team's third best player, but he's not a great on-ball defender, and the starting lineup will need some defensive help on the perimeter if they're starting two bigs as well as LeBron James. Dwight is starting over JaVale because I just think he'll start and he's a better player. Both of them are pretty interchangeable as far as roles, and you could have either one of them starting. For the closing lineup, I assume they'd play without a true center just for the spacing and switching elements of it, but it all depends on what the matchups are over the course of the game once it gets to that point. Now as far as minutes, I have AD at 35 because he's always played around that number and he's healthy, and then I have LeBron at 32. LeBron can easily be given another 3 in the second quarter, but I think 32 for LeBron is a pretty reasonable number given that he's just come off a season with a groin injury, where he apparently returned when he wasn't fully healthy, and he'll also need to save some of his energy for the playoffs. If the team needs him to play more, he can, but they should err on the side of caution with this. Kuzma's at 31, Green's at 29, then Bradley and Dwight are at 23, then the rest are pretty normal lengths for second unit players. I know there's only about a week left of NBA 2K19, but if you'd like to download this rotation and are on Xbox, you'll first need to download Brian D43's roster before starting your My League. Then once you're in My League, you'll need to find the rotation page and then press start for rotation timeline. Press Y to load rotations and search for ScottBall07, and it's under the name Lakers 19/20. Once NBA 2K20 comes out, I'll make this exact same rotation on there as well and update it over the course of the season, so just look out for my rotation videos in the future. If you'd like to see any of that content or more videos like this from me, then make sure you subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, then please leave a like, and thanks for watching.